Hello everyone, and welcome back to another TDX video. In today's video, we are back on the tower reviews, which is a series I brought to you so that I can show you every single stat and upgrade for every single tower in the game. So if you like the series, make sure to leave a like on the video and consider commenting what towers you would like to see next on the tower review. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look over the Railgunner tower, which is the newest tower added to DDX. Like a classic, armed with a railgun, slow but super powerful against bosses. This guy is going to cost you 3,250 to place, but deals massive damage, and it is currently the most expensive tower right behind Worship. So without further ado, let me show you the Railgunner. So now let's go on intermediate and let me show you exactly what he does once I actually, place him. So he had quite a bit of range, so I'll be placing him right over here. And the first upgrade on the top half is going to reduce the reload time to 4.25 and also add a bit of range. The first on the bottom is going to increase the damage to 225. The second upgrade on the top half is going to reduce the reload time to 3.5 and also increase the range a little bit. While the next upgrade on the bottom half is going to increase the damage even further and add some more range. It's also really important to mention that the Railgunner starts off with piercing ammo. So once you already get him, he's going to be able to pierce through all the shields. The next upgrade on the top half is going to decrease the reload time even further, increase just a little bit the range, and add stealth detection. The next upgrade on the bottom half is going to increase the damage to 600, increase the reload time to 5.5, and add a lot more range. The next upgrade on the top half is going to increase the damage to 475, decrease the reload time to 3, and increase the range to 29. The next upgrade on the bottom half is going to increase the damage to 1000, decrease the reload time to 5, increase the range to 46. Looking at the towers side by side now, the top half has hidden detection, costs less, and reloads faster, while the bottom half costs a bit more, has more DPS, a lot more range, and doesn't have hidden detection, as you can see here. He's just ignoring the stealth because he cannot see them. The final upgrade on the top half is going to increase the damage to 655, lower the reload time even further to 2.25, and add just a bit more range. The last upgrade on the bottom half is going to increase the damage to over 6,000, add an aim time of 11, decrease the reload time to 1, and add 20 more range. Looking at the tower side by side, the top half is clearly going for faster shots but which go for less damage, while the bottom half goes for more range, more damage, and more reloading, while also costing almost 5,000 more. Let's see how it does against the Predator mini-boss. As you can see, it's currently not aiming due to the Predator. He's leaving the boss low. And that's how we took him out. Pretty easy if you ask me. A very interesting statistic is that you are going to have more DPS if you get 2 top half railgunners than 1 bottom half one, which 2 of those top ones cost a bit over 1 bottom half. However, they lack in the range. But let's see how they do versus the main boss, and let's get a DJ and a John. So getting a DJ over here, we are going to have 80 range on this Railgunner. But you can see that the DPS didn't change much. Huh, that's weird. While this one, oh my god, it's 400. Wouldn't you know it? Well, here's the reason as to why. It is because the bottom half has aim time, and the EDJ doesn't decrease the aim time, only the reload, which 40% is going to decrease from the 1 second reload. While on this one, it's going to decrease from 2.25. which means that on smaller maps especially, there is really no point on getting yourself a bottom upgrade, and you are better off just getting the top half for this thing. However, against some more powerful bosses like the Eradicator MK2 for example, you might actually want to still go with the bottom path instead of the top, because if you can see here, the HP difference is a lot. The bottom path having almost 5 times the HP, meaning it's going to survive a lot more against the Eradicator MK2. But it's also interesting that the bottom path still does have stealth detection, but it can easily be countered by a sniper upgraded on the bottom path, because this guy is going to reveal the stealth for you. Hidden wave. Let's see. It's revealed. It's aiming. But interestingly enough, they can turn back invisible before actually getting shot by it, because the aim time is so long, so you are going to be needing 2 reveal snipers instead. In my opinion, I would say that in most scenarios, the top path Railgunner is a lot better than the bottom one, and you shouldn't really get it. It has a lot better crowd control, dealing absurd amount of damages constantly instead of every millennia, and I would say it's overall a better troop. Interestingly enough, when placing a Railgunner, they are going to be automatically set on strongest. However, later on, it's not actually that much more needed. Of course, keeping some of them on strongest would still be beneficial, but no, I wouldn't say you need all of them. So now that the Eradicator is coming, let's actually see what the max DPS is on both of the towers. 698 with 840. It's certainly not bad. Not bad at all. It's actually, I'm pretty sure, one of the biggest DPSs there is in game. Unless Juggernaut can do more. Because I've not really played a lot of Juggernaut, considering I don't own him yet. But that was the overview of the Railgunner. Overall, which paths you want to take is more so of preference. If you are planning to actually buy Railgunner in early game like Maniac, I would totally suggest going for the top upgrades more than the bottom ones, because those ones add fire rate instead of actual damage, which is not really that needed in the early game. And towards the late game, unless you're facing something like Eradicator MK2, which has some really strong attacks, then I would 100% recommend going with the top path. But that has been today's tower review. Let me know what you think about Railgunner. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will be seeing you into the next one. Bye bye!